Hello, everyone. Oh, my camera needs a bit of a wipe. Excuse me a second. Right, that's better. Looked like I had a filter on then. Hello and good morning to everyone. I'm just going to put some calming eye cream on. My eyes have been watering for days, literally days. And I'm going to wait for some of you to join me. I'm just putting on some... Sorry that I'm a little bit late. I got a call as soon as I say I'm going live. Not friends of mine, lovely friends, and my sister all started to call, all finding out how Mick is. Good morning to the four of you that have joined me. So for those of you that don't know, Mick is now in hospital as well as my dad, who's in a care home, and I'm bearing up. But you know what? I just thought, I fancy keeping myself busy. Good morning, Bushra. Good morning. There's nothing I can do. I'm totally powerless. I can't go and sit with my other half. I can't go and sit with my dad. I've been spending lots of time with Jack, which is nice, but to keep me busy, I thought, let's do a live, a spontaneous live, because you guys really helped me. And so, hello, Sunshine. Hello, Busha. Hello, Jess. Yeah, if you can't do anything to help the situation, you can either sit at home and get stressed or you can do something. And I thought, I'll feel better when I put my face on. And what better idea than to put it on with my Ali Pallies. So I've got my cup of tea. Now, my eye has been literally, this eye has been watering for 2 days non-stop. So I'm going to have to be a bit careful about what I put on my eyes. Yeah, he's, so I won't go into personal details, but he had an infection and, you know, he's been ill for weeks now, and it just, 2 sets of antibiotics didn't work. And finally went to A&E yesterday and they admitted him, he's got an infection in his, it's gone to his bloodstream. So he's on intravenous antibiotics now. So, and I'm not allowed to visit him because of this virus. So I went to drop off his things with my mask on. And even though I could hear him speaking to the nurses around the corner, I wasn't allowed to go in. So, and then my dad also on Skype. It's horrible at the moment. I'm not the only one, I know. So, you know, we're all in it together. Thank you. We're all in it together. So, but one thing is, I think because I don't know why this was, but I slept like a log last night. And Rebecca was texting me in the night. When you see this, Rebecca, don't worry. She's been sending me messages. And I was fast asleep for once. I think because I've been so worried about him. And then I've been up, you know, while he's been up in the night. And so when I finally knew he was being taken care of, I was able to sleep like a baby last night. So I tell you what I just put on my eyes. I put a bit of this Tolerian because my eyes are really watering. This one is. It's really bad. And I keep thinking, has something gone in there and irritated it? Because it's just non-stop. So I put some Tolerian eye cream on. And I also have been using this, but I want to get something else. Because I've had this, I don't think I opened it, which is good. It was new. But this is quite good, but I want to see what else is available as well. This is Vitamin E by The Body Shop. It's a cooling stick for under the eye area, and it is really cooling because what happens when your eyes are constantly watering, then the skin underneath gets really sore. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jay. Good morning, Ellie. You're getting ready for work with you. Oh, that's great. Oh, you're also lovely. You've done your skincare just in time for this. Well, I'm going to have to be careful what I put on my eyes because they really are quite irritated, and I was thinking I might put on one of Charlotte's Eyes to Mesmerise, because they've got vitamin E in them and they're quite cooling and soothing. So I might do that, but I wanted to show you before that what I did yesterday, because this really made me flawless. You know, on our live, you were all talking about how people are buying up the bronzer to use as a powder. And I thought, I've got to try it, even though I've only got tan. So I tried it yesterday, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's going to be a bit full on, but who cares? And actually, I think I'm going to purchase either the fair or the medium, because the other thing about the bronzer is it's half the price of the powder. I don't know if people know this, but this, if you look at the price per 10 grams of the bronzer, Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, it is something like £24 per 10 grams. If you look at the price of the powder, it is £43 per 10 grams. So you're getting a lot more for your money by buying the bronzer. And when you said that some people have been using it as a powder, I had to try it. So what I did yesterday, and I did have a flawless complexion all day, is I put on, this is shade 3. I'm deliberately going too light, okay? Shade 3 of the Flawless Filter. And so for those of you that are getting ready with me, let me know what you're putting on. So shade 3 of the Flawless Filter, which I know is going to be a bit too light for me, because I'm going to use the tan bronzer as a powder. So I'm deliberately going too light. Okay. I'm just going to blend that in. And then I used my neutral 7.5 Flawless Foundation, which again is too light. Because I wanted to test out this. I was intrigued by, I don't know who it was that mentioned it. I think it was either Stacey or Shahina. Ali, can you see me? Sorry, I'm so busy chatting, I'm not looking at all the comments. All I keep, let me have a look at the comments. Yes, I can see comments. Yes, I'm here for you if you need me. Thank you, Stacey. Thank you. That colour is gorgeous on you, Ali. Let me have a look here at all the comments, because I'm not missing them. I'm just getting too busy chatting. That colour's gorgeous. I know. This was a phase I went through a few weeks ago of everything cobalt. Thank you. We're all here for you, Ali. Thank you. I'm here if you need me. Thank you, Stacey. Hi, Ali. Yes, it's all horrible, but lovely to see you. Morning, nice to catch you live. I'm getting ready. I want to know, Ellie, what you're putting on for work. Glad you slept better and your dad is being looked after to your satisfaction. Thank you, Jay. I've done my skincare just in time. Thank you, Bushra. I'm still in my PJs. So lazy, but I took the day off work to relax. Great. Well, that's not being lazy. We all need that. Can you see my comments? Not sure if it's working. Well, I've seen Stacey, the hi Ali, and I'm here for you if you need me. Have you put in any others? Yes, Stacey. Oh, very good thinking. All I keep doing is adding more into my CT basket. I see you, Stacey. Did anyone else notice the new CT lipsticks didn't get released? Yes, I can see you. Yes, I can see you. Don't worry, Stacey. I can see you. I can see you all. I just get carried away jabbering on, you see. So just do excuse me if I miss comments. So, do you know what, Jess? I'm the same. Do you know, I go and I add so many things, and then you get those emails saying, we've got your basket. Did you miss anything? And you're thinking, no, I'm adding them, and then I'm thinking about it. That's how I shop. I've probably got full baskets. Do you know what I don't like? I don't mind them saying Did you miss anything, or did you forget something when you've... Good morning. I don't mind that, but what I don't like with companies is when they empty your basket. That puts me off, because I put things in there for a reason, because I think, I like that, but I want to go and think about it. So I'll leave that in there and I'll come back to it. And I don't like it. You get a teacher discount and it's dangerous. I got a MAC one last year, but I think it's now expired. Now I'm going to put 7.5 neutral on its own. I normally mix this with warm, but again, I want to go to like on purpose so that you can see this. So this is going to look a bit too light for me. So this is 7.5 neutral. Mind you, when these settle down, they always seem to blend in somehow. But I am deliberately doing this. So don't worry if you've... I'm keep repeating myself, because if you've just joined in thinking, what on earth is Ali doing? That foundation's far too light for her. But I'm doing it on purpose. Right. Is that even if you log in? Hang on. It's only certain sites. It's not Charlotte's keeps you, and sometimes you think it's empty, but then you log in. It's just certain sites do it, and they just empty your basket. I think Cult Beauty's one of them. It just empties it if you don't buy within a certain amount of time. Now, I don't expect them to reserve the items while I go away and think about it for 3 days, but it would be nice if they just held your basket. This is just going to constantly water, so there's no point me trying to keep on top of it, because this eye is just going to constantly stream, as it did yesterday. I just have to hope that the foundation dries down quickly enough to make it a little bit waterproof. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, does it? But it is actually a bit too pale for me. But that's okay. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use her airbrush. I'm going to do exactly what I did yesterday. And I'm just going to take another dot of this airbrush on there. And I'm going to just use this as a concealer. Because at the moment as well, I don't like the Magic Away dispenser. It just doesn't look very hygienic. And with my eyes being sore, I want something fresh out of the bottle, not something that's been sitting on the end of a foam dough foot and inside that tube. And actually, this makes a perfect concealer anyway. So if you've got a high coverage foundation, you can use it as a concealer as well. Just pat it on. And it makes a brilliant eye primer. Right, so that is my foundation. Oh, you're talking about the Estee Lauder Hydra. Hello, wait a minute. Let's have a look what you've been saying. I'm blabbering on again. Right. Yes, I was poised as well, Sunshine, not to buy the lipsticks, because actually I don't think I'm going to. They all look very samey to me, and because I've got so many of her lipsticks, there isn't anything. I think maybe she's had that feedback from people, and maybe she's sort of thinking about marketing them in a different way. I don't know. Yes, they keep emptying your basket at Cult Beauty, Stacey. Exactly. They should have, if they don't have a facility to keep it in your basket, they should, mind you, I think Cult Beauty probably do a wish list or something. Hello, all the way from across the globe. Romana. Hello, Romana. Has anyone else new joined that I haven't said hello to? Say hi to me. I hate missing people. You're building the suspense. I am. Today for work, I'm using Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra. Blush will be from the Ghost palette, and I'm going for CT Blue Quad without the sparkly shade, as my uniform is black blue. I'm so tempted to use my blue palette as well because of my top, but I'm just not sure if my eyes can take it. Hi, everyone. Hi, Helena. Pull. What's that mean, Stacey? I have that foundation. It's very oily. Puig. Yes. Charlotte Tilbury has sold her company to Puig. Thank you to Shahina for sending me that link. Right. I won't keep you in suspenders any longer, as they say. So this is the bronzer, okay? And yes, this is going to be a bit mad because I'm putting it all over my face. Now, because I'm putting it all over my face to try it out, this was so that I could try out this idea of the new bronzer works really well as a powder. And I'm considering either getting the fair or the medium to use it as a powder. It's cheaper than this, and it seems to have a very smooth finish. I thought I just want to test this. So I started out deliberately going too pale with my foundation, and I finished off by doing something else to counteract it. Now, I'm not going to apply it as a powder with her airbrush because then I really would go too dark. I'm using her bronzing brush, okay? And I'm going to swirl this round, and I'm literally going to put this now all over my face so that you can see what the airbrush bronzer looks like when you use it as a powder. And I have to say, it looks lovely. Now, I'm going to look a bit too tan for a while because I'm applying her bronzer all over my face. But don't worry, I'm going to do certain things to counteract it. It's just so that you can see what the bronzer looks like when you use it as a face powder. And yes, I'm going to put it under my eyes even. Well, that eye's going to water it off. And I will put it over my eyes because this is all in the name of science, right? And I can see certain makeup artists now probably yelling out, oh my God, what's this woman doing? But it's all in the name of science. So there it is. There it is, used as a powder. Now I will take my airbrush if I have it. Did I leave it somewhere? I thought I brought it over here. Yes, I did. I will take my airbrush to use it as a bronzer because then it will apply it as a bronzer. Now, to counteract the fact that I'm now looking rather tanned, I'm just going to do this first. To counteract the fact that I'm probably looking a bit too tanned for my pale chest, because I've just applied bronzer all over my entire face, I'm going to take the airbrush powder. You won't need to do this, of course, if you get a light bronzer. But I'm going to take the airbrush powder in shade 1. Yes, I've got it for under my eyes. And this is what I did yesterday. And then I'm just going to take some of that and powder over the top of it. But you can see it gives a lovely glowy finish and sets your foundation brilliantly. So whoever alerted me to this brilliant idea, thank you very much. And I just haven't decided whether I'm going to get medium or fair or both, because I'm sure I'm going to use it. Get the fair. So there we have it. There is the bronzer used as a powder. I've now put a bit of Flawless powder over the top, which, as you can see, has flattened it from what it was looking. It was looking quite dewy, and now it's looking a bit more matte. So this mattifies the skin. This will set it, but keep it glowy. And of course, we haven't bought in the magic loose powder, which again might keep it a bit more glowy, but a lot of people just didn't like that powder. They were put off by the smell. But all in the name of science. Now, do I still look a bit too... I need to put some of this over my chest, because look, it's ridiculous. It's always the same. Let me put some... I'm going to use the airbrush, I think, for my chest. Because it blends it in so well. Ah, right, okay. Very similar to Film Star Bronze and Glow, so I probably need the Fair then. And anyone tuning in will think, why is she saying she needs the Fair bronzer? Is this woman crazy? And that foundation is way too dark for her. See how beautifully it immediately applies to the body when you want to even out your skin tone. Let me just do this bit here. I have very odd shoulders, by the way. You probably noticed. If you haven't, I've got scoliosis, which is a curvature of the spine. So my shoulders always look completely, unless I kind of do that and hold one of my shoulders up, they always look odd. So there, but doesn't that just work beautifully on the décolleté when you've got a tanned face, when you've got an Indian face and an English chest? My half Indian. Right, that's me. So now I really look. What do I do? What do I do? Let me try a bit of Eyes to Mesmerise first. I want to put on, oh, do you know what? I want to put the blue on, but do I? No, let me do the Eyes to Mesmerise, because it's not going to hurt as much. The Eyes to Mesmerise are really good if you're having a hay fevery. I think a lot of mine is hay fever at the moment. If you've got hay fevery eyes, because they're so cooling, she needs a blue Eyes to Mesmerise. She certainly does. You're very right. I've got the Cleopatra one, and I've got a green one actually, but yeah, no, I'm going to just put on the rose gold, and I'm just going to dab it on with my fingers. This is very cooling and soothing if you've got sensitive eyes. So I think I might have to leave it at, we'll see, we'll see. I could get away with putting something in the socket. Definitely going to avoid mascara today, ladies, because it's just going to irritate me. This eye is fine. It's just this one is just constantly going. Morning, Claire. Yeah, well, this was a bit of a spontaneous one, and I'm sorry to all my friends in the US. You've got severe scoliosis, Helena. Oh, yes, do send. Thank you, Stacey. Send me a swatch of your bronzer. That would be lovely. Thank you. So you all think I should get the Fair bronzer if I'm going to use it as a powder? Oh, thank you, Claire. Yeah, I'm doing okay. It's great to be able to join you all and get ready with you all. And then I'll have my makeup on. And I couldn't decide what makeup to put on today. Part of me was thinking, right, I'm stressed out and I'm in pain. And stressed out and in pain normally means red lips. Then I put this top on and thought, ooh, cobalt. And then I thought, no, I can't put blue on my eyes because my eyes are too sore. So I really don't know what this look's going to end up to be. And my sister just FaceTimed me before I went live. Now, she may be watching this. If she is, hi, Lucy. She probably won't comment. She's very shy. So say hi to my sister, Lucy. She won't. She's very, very shy. But she FaceTimed me and we both had exactly the same colour top on. We always doing stuff like that. We were always do. Oh, look who else is here, coming to say hello. Well, there's a hand. Can you guess who the hand is? It's Jack Attack. Hi, Jack. They're all saying hello to you.
Hello.
Jack, what makeup do you think I should put on? I know I've got a blue top on. What things do you think I should put on today?
Orange makeup.
Orange? No, sorry. I was going to go with your suggestion, but not weird suggestions. That orange and blue is...
Magenta.
Magenta? Magenta? Normally, I know what the mood takes me to do, but this morning I'm all of a dither. So, I really want to put some eyeliner on, but my eyes... I tell you what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to put some blush on. And I'm going to put the blush on that I put on yesterday because this is a I need pepping up blush. Love is the drug.
What?
The first one I ever got.
Wait.
It's called Love is the Drug.
If love is drugs, then you're on a lot of drugs.
Oh. What? Because we love each other.
I said you, not me.
Oh, right. He's got to be cool in case his friends are watching. So this is the
Why
swish.
are watching makeup?
Oh, that's a good point. That's a very good point, Jack. Right, that's the swish. I'll put a little bit up there. And then the pop. I love this pop.
It's soda, not pop.
Was it your first ever? Well, I got the vintage vamp set and it was in the vintage vamp. I just love it. Look at that pink. I could sit and put loads of that on. I could put it on till I look like Aunt Sally. What you put, that's my new airbrush.
Oh.
That's all right.
I was just gonna decide to...
Yeah, what, do you want to put some bronzer on?
Mom,
Yeah.
I don't want this to turn out like...
No, just put...
Like the Jack does my makeup.
No,
stream.
but you can demonstrate how easy it is to apply this bronzer. Here you go. Put some of that, not too much.
No.
And then put it here. Go on. You can just do it on the corner. No? Go on then. That's it. That's enough. Put it here.
Also the bit in your eye.
No. See? The airbrush is quite forgiving. Right. You can never have too much bronzer in life.
Actually, you can. It's the point where you run out of money to buy food.
That's true, but we're not at that point, Jack, thankfully. Now, yesterday...
Wasn't that point like 2 months ago?
Yeah, we were at that point 2 months ago. We're now selling everything off. No, he's joking. Yesterday, I actually put on Pat McGrath. And Anyway, that's what I did yesterday. I am going to try and do something with blue with my eyes. I'm going to try, but my eyes are going to stream. So we'll just see how we get on. I'm going to use her blue palette. And I might just... You do need them all, Bush. I've got them all. I gradually collected them, though. And, of course, at some point, they'll be too old. But they probably have got to that point a long time ago. But that's a good thing. At least her eyeshadows last quite a while. I'm just taking the smoke shade. I don't know what this is going to look like with rose gold. This could end up being a live get ready with me disaster. But I'm just going to blend this with my fingers.
Ever happened to you?
I've been filming before, Jack, and scrubbed it all off and started again. But I didn't just edit that out. I actually showed people. That was a while back. I did that and it just didn't work.
Another disaster is when I made your makeup.
No, that wasn't a disaster. You did a good job. Has everybody seen Jack's, my son does my makeup for Mother's Day?
I ended up almost poking you in the eye.
Did you? I don't remember. I just remember that you did a really good job with the brushes. I think that from what I remember, the only bit that needed a little bit of work was the brows.
No, it was the eyelashes.
No, you did. The eyes look lovely. Sorry about the neighbours, they're drilling next door. They've been drilling for weeks.
Not for weeks, months.
Oh, yeah. But they are very nice neighbours, so I don't mind. Things like that don't worry me too much. Will this work? Thank you, Claire. Sorry, I've got my eyes half closed, so I see Stacey's just put up a smiley face. I'm going to have to take... I'm not sure I'm loving this at the moment. I'm just taking a bit of it and trying to line my eyes with it. I'm not even going to go near my eyes with an eyeliner. I'm just using the powder. And this eye's wet enough anyway that it's going to look like a pencil.
Hmm?
Yeah, because my eye keeps watering, Jack. Don't talk with your mouth full. By the way, what are you having? You've had breakfast. He keeps saying he's hungry. He's obviously going through a growth spurt. My son at the moment. He's constantly hungry. And eating junk. Not too many, Jack, because we're going to have some nice lunch. I said I'd treat him to a takeaway from Deliveroo.
Why not be more specific than you are right now?
What? Subway? Subway?
Yeah, Subway. Don't call it Subway, otherwise you're gonna get copyrighted. Actually,
What do you mean copyrighted?
Not
I'm
copyrighted.
advertising. They'll love it.
if you mention companies' names in YouTube lives or
Mm.
videos,
Mm.
they can actually sue you.
All right, Subway or any other sandwich company that is available in this area, but I'm sure that nobody's going to care about suing me.
Or they can just get all the money from some of your recent videos.
Mm-hmm. What, all 10 pence?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm just going to take...
Have you even made it to 100 yet?
100?
Yeah, because you don't get the money until you...
Oh, I've gone past that, but I haven't cashed it in yet. But you don't get that much for each video, as you know. But it all helps. Right.
YouTube takes like 20%, I think.
Do they?
I think they take...
See, I missed all this. When we were in our old home, Jack was in the same room with me. And he used to, this was what my videos used to be like, is I'd be trying to talk to my Ali Pallies and he'd start having a conversation, but you all loved it anyway. Right, you are not alone. He's studying at IT at uni next year. You get similar lectures. Hello, Ali. Sorry I'm late. Just seeing your live updates. Thank you, Natasha. That means we wouldn't be able to talk about Charlotte Tilbury. I think Charlotte Tilbury's mighty glad that I do talk about her. Your boy's always eating too. Yeah, I think so. A bit of gold. I was looking at that. I've just put some under my brow. It just doesn't... I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with it.
Why are you looking at me for?
Well, you normally give me the truth. I might just put the gold... I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the gold over the rose gold. So this is the gold from the blue palette. I'm just putting it over there because I think that will work slightly better. At the moment, I'm not happy with it. And then I'm going to put a bit of the sparkly one. I'm using my fingers to dab it, the little sparkly blue, just in that that outer corner. Yeah, that'll do. That looks a bit more put together. Sounds like my neighbours are going to end up in this room very soon. Ali, you can always take it off, hun, but I think with gold it's fine. Sorry, I had to answer the door. You know why it's probably not the best look for me at the moment, even though I wanted to try the blue, is because it's going to be difficult for me to put mascara on. And it's a look that really needs mascara to bring it together. But we'll do our best. I might put a bit of mascara on. In for a penny, in for a pound. My eye's going to water whether I put it on or not. So it doesn't really matter, really. And then, I want to put on this lipstick. This Pat McGrath lipstick. I have to put it on. And it will go with this. It will. Do you know what it is? You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. I just need a bit of a transition-y shade. So I'm going to take... That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I'm going to take Charlotte's bronzer from a light to medium bronze and glow. Because it's an excellent transition shade. And I'm just going to put that up here. And it will help to blend it in. And look less stark. That's it. See? Voila. Yes, if you're ever looking for an excellent transition shade, just to blend your makeup in, Film Star Bronze, light to medium. Wouldn't use the dark one, it's got too much orange in it. Just helps you to blend it out. That'll do. Right. I'm just going to leave my eyes alone for a minute, just so that they calm down again. And I'm going to put on this lipstick from Pat McGrath because I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to need a lip liner. Actually, I used the Pat McGrath one yesterday and it I kind of covered it up really. No, let me use another one. I'm thinking out loud. I'm in that mood today where I can't decide what I want to do, which is quite unusual for me because normally by the time I go live, something develops. Now, I am going to put, that will do, Hot Gossip Charlotte Tilbury lip liner. And this lipstick by Pat McGrath, which is called Beautiful Stranger. I love it. Hello, Shahina. Do you know what I like? One thing I've been trying to do a bit recently, I love that Bobbi Brown always says use your lip liner after you apply your lipstick. And a lot of people say the other way round, but it's quite nice to try it. Because it really helps you to get the lips defined. Now, there is something else that I wanted to use, which I used yesterday, and I think it's here because I hadn't used it for so long. I thought, oh, I do rotate my makeup and use everything because I get too bored if I don't. Now, where's that little highlighter brush? Excuse me a second. Remember this? So this is the Magic Star highlighter. You've been thinking about getting this highlighter. That's what it looks like. See, that look nice here as well. Look. Dab some of that in the middle. And in the corner. I'm going to have to put mascara on, though, with this look. Otherwise, it just doesn't look right without mascara. See, that's the moral of the story sometimes. 95% of the time, when you start a look and you think, no, don't like that, I'm not liking this, I'm not loving it. 95% of the time, if you keep going and you work around it, by the time you've finished, it looks fine. Except this bit, that's just because my eye's watering. And I'm not going to mess about with that. But it's just sometimes you get that with a look, and it needs the full face on before it looks okay. A lot of the time with these sort of colours that contrast with what your skin tone is, can look like that, and then you get the rest of your makeup on and it looks absolutely fine, but it looks really stark. Especially like if you're one of these people, one of the reasons you've seen a lot of YouTubers don't put their foundation on, they do their eyes first, which is good because it means that they don't get the fallout, like they can clean up the fallout and everything from their eyeshadow. But the thing about it is that you put it on and it's a bit, if you're trying it at home, it gets a bit off-putting because you put it on and you think, oh no, that looks terrible. But as soon as you've got your foundation on, it doesn't. So I always say go past that point of, oh, I'm not liking this, I probably should take it off, and keep going with it, because most of the time you can bring it together. Oh, look at that eye. Where's my cooling stick? Has anyone got any suggestions for something similar? I'd like to try something else, but something like this. So this is the Body Shop Vitamin E Refreshing Eye Cube. And it's just got vitamin E and it's cooling, and you put it under there and it just keeps hydrating it, because the constant tears are drying it out and making it even more sore. So if anyone, and I just clean it down then on my wrist, so that if anyone's got any other sort of stick ideas, I want a stick or something that I can carry around with me that moisturizes, keeps moisturizing under the eye where it waters. Something maybe with aloe in it, or adenosine, which is the other thing that La Roche-Posay and other people put in, that calms down irritation and keeps that skin from drying out, because tears are the worst for drying out your skin. It sort of becomes a bit of a you know, your eyes are sore, so your eyes then water, and then that makes your eyes even more sore. Vicious circle, that's the word I was looking for. This, by the way, is my current favourite mascara. It's not as good as my favourite one that I lost, Upward Lash, but it's nearly as good. It's the one I'm using the most. I tend to stick to mascaras. One, because you shouldn't keep opening and using different ones. But two, I just tend to have a favourite. This one is Bad Gal Bang. It is the closest one to my adored Upward Lash, which they stopped selling. And I keep meaning to try that new curling one from MAC to see if it's anywhere as good. Charlotte's eye cream. A lot of people react to Charlotte's eye cream. I'll tell you why. Sorry, I don't know who just said that. Julie. Charlotte's eye cream has got retinol in it. which can be irritating anyway. I don't use Charlotte. I've got Charlotte's eye cream, but I only use it at times when I haven't got irritation. I can't use it otherwise because it will have that effect. It's great. It's a really good primer for under your makeup. Really good. But a lot of people do experience irritation with their eye cream. So this is the best one if you get irritated. I've done so many rave reviews about this, but it is an absolute saviour. It's Toleriane Ultra for the eyes, and it's made by La Roche-Posay. And can you see inside? It's in a hermetically sealed bag. So, sorry guys, sorry, so sorry. I'm back, sorry. My other half called me. I couldn't not answer the phone to my other half. I'm so sorry. I'm here. Hello, everyone. I'm so sorry. I'm back. Sorry. Is everyone here? I'm really sorry. They are launching. No, it's not your wife. I'm so sorry. In the middle of it all, I film on my phone. Sorry, hang on a minute. My eyes are watering now. I do it on the live on my phone, and normally if I get a call, I don't answer it, but it was Mick. So I'm really sorry about that. I should have said at the beginning, if I go off suddenly, it's because Mick is probably on the phone. I can't not answer to Mick, obviously. You guys are really important, but yes. What? No sound? Yeah, I'm fine. My eyes are still watering, but obviously I'm emotional. Hello, now can everyone hear me? Yes, you've got sound. Everyone else, have you got sound? I'm so sorry. It was not your Wi-Fi, it was me. And I couldn't message you to say, and I didn't want to say to him, I'm sorry, I've got to go, I'm doing a live. I'm really sorry. So sorry. But it was Mick on the phone to me. You still got error. Oh no. So I'm really sorry about that, everyone. They've got to keep him in for another few days, he said. He said, so you'll have a bit of peace and quiet. And I said, I don't think so. Can't you hear the drilling in the background? Oh, I've mucked it up for everyone. Sorry there. Who's having the problem? He's fine, but they've got to keep him in for a few more days. They've not got on top of the infection yet. So I should have said at the beginning, I know, I can't help it. I'm sorry, because I know everyone must have been hanging thinking, where's she gone? Is she coming back? And I couldn't even let you know what I was doing. So yeah, I should have said at the beginning, if I get interrupted, like it'll be because Mick's on the phone. I won't take calls from anyone else in the middle of it. But because I do the lives on my phone, it just stops the live transmission immediately. And it doesn't give you any warning, and you can't kind of do anything to tell people what's going on. So yeah. And yeah, I'm probably a little bit emotional now because the other one started watering, but this is mainly my eye being sore. So yeah, he's like, I said, can I drop anything off? And he's going, no, you need to rest. You've been running around after me. And I said, look, you don't understand. I need to be doing stuff. I need to be doing stuff to help. You know what I mean, don't you? Sitting here and resting. I should, because in fairness, in the last couple of weeks, when he's been ill, yeah, I think, do you know what? Their building has gone on for weeks. They are lovely though. I can't complain because they are lovely, and they would do anything for me. So I kind of let it go. But today I think it's sort of grating on me because of what's going on. But yeah, because he's been ill for weeks, and at the moment I'm in this rented accommodation which has got stairs to a second floor, and I'm not good with stairs. And the plan was always that I'd be out by now. I'd be in a new build, and there'd be a lift. I was going to actually get a lift installed. Dad had looked at the plans because my dad's an architect. Said, yeah, you can put a lift in here. It's a load bearing wall, and so all of that was sorted out. But I've been having to go up and down the stairs when he's not been well because he hasn't really been able to get out of bed. So I should actually, he's right, I should actually be putting my feet up, because when he comes home, they've said it's going to take him a good 4 to 6 weeks to recover. So I should be taking advantage of the rest. But I like to keep myself occupied. This really isn't going to work, this look, is it? With my eyes watering and... Yeah, have a movie night. That's a good idea. So Jack and I are getting Deliveroo for lunch. I'm going to cook something for tea. Exactly. Do you know, at night, sometimes I literally have to crawl up the stairs because I cannot, my legs just will not carry me up the stairs. And I thought by now I'd have a stair lift. Or not actually a stair lift. You know, you can get these lifts now. You don't even have to have a load bearing wall. And they add value to your property. So when I move to my new place that I own, I'm getting a lift installed, a bit like the ones they have in doctor surgeries, but they look nicer, and they literally run off the electrics and you just go straight up, and you have your own lift. It can go into your bedroom, it can go wherever you want, and it doesn't take up that much space. So I'm looking forward to that. But because this is rented, I can't do anything about it. So sometimes I've been crawling up and down the stairs on all fours when my legs won't do it for me. Anyway, the saga of Ali M. You're getting to hear all about everything, aren't you? What do you think of this look? I was doing the magic highlighter, wasn't I? And I was putting that in the corner, and I've done my brows. I think I've done everything. Right, I'm going to just review all my comments. Now, has Leslie, are you back on? Are you okay now? I haven't messed up the connection. Is Leslie back with us? Because, you know, I do worry about you all. You go up and downstairs on your bum. I do that sometimes as well. The only problem with that strategy, Maria, is what do you do when you get to the top? Because I need to be on all fours to get up. Because I push myself up with my hands. So if you go up on your bum, then you've got to get yourself turned round. And then I was told, by the way, little aside, a physio, a few years ago, I went to see a physiotherapist to see if they could do anything to help increase my mobility as I was losing it. And the physio saw me getting up from the floor, and she said, oh, which physio were you under before? And so what do you mean? She said, well, that's, somebody's taught you how to get up. And I went, no. And she said, that's how we teach people to get up when they've got neurological difficulties. And my body had taught me how to do it. And it's the way that you get up, the way that you're taught to get up when you ice skate. So if any of you have ever gone ice skating, the way that you get up is you turn over and you go on all fours and you use your arms to lift yourself up. That's how I get up from the floor. And yeah, And nobody taught me. My body taught me how to do it. And I just think that's why our bodies are amazing. And certain things, like the things that I used to find when I worked in the NHS, I used to sit in the kind of back care training sessions, and I giggle to myself because I think they really have lessons in this. Because they're all things that over the years, if you got severe back pain, they are things that your body tells you to do automatically. Like, I couldn't believe that they were telling people, like, if you're doing your shopping and you've got your trolley and you bring it to the car, you don't take the bags and lift it from the side and then lift it in. You take the trolley up to the lip of your boot and then you do it like that. And I was thinking, why do you need to learn that? Don't you automatically do that? But of course, if you don't have back pain, you probably don't, because it doesn't hurt. But the amazing, I think Mother Nature is amazing. And even though exactly you learn, and you learn how to do things safely, and you just do it automatically. And I'm a great believer that if you listen to your body, then it will tell you what it needs. Right, let me have a look at the chats now, because oh, you're back, Leslie. Great, you're back. Oh, that's good. I was worried. Good for you. Serve something nice after all you've gone through. It is closer than it was. So basically, my hope is that we're going to get a new build. Ali, the picture in my mind when you said that was funny. You use your arms. What was my job in the NHS? Right, my job, my career has been a bit strange, because I went from being I have to explain this, and I'll try and cut it short as much as I can, but I went from being trained as an opera singer to, look at this, oh, never mind, my makeup's gone south now. I went from being trained as an opera singer to being a service manager in an eating disorder service in the NHS. And people think, how did that happen? But basically, after I trained as a singer, most of the work that you get as a singer is in opera choruses, which was pretty much out for me because of my disability. And I couldn't afford to just live on the concerts that I got like every 3 months would be really well paid, but I couldn't afford to kind of buy a house on that or anything else. So I went back and trained to be a music therapist. And then I got a job in the NHS as a music therapist. And as my disability got worse over the years, pushing trolleys of musical instruments around got more and more difficult. I was working in the community, so I applied for a job that was managing a music therapy service, and I got it. And I ended up managing a music therapy service for many years. And then when I came back after having Jack from maternity leave, while I was away, they'd got one of these senior managers that's never really had a clinical job come in and decide what they could do without and cut it, one of those. And he thought, oh, music therapy, we can cut all those. We can get rid of all those. We don't need those. They're, I was redeployed, and I was redeployed to be as a service manager in an eating disorder service. So I ran an eating disorder service for 9 years. I think they thought that I wouldn't be able to do it and that I would leave and they would have to pay me redundancy. But I didn't. I stuck at it. And then obviously my disability got to a point where my pain levels, I couldn't really run a service. It was too disruptive because I I have days where I just couldn't do it, you know, because of the pain. I couldn't go into work. So then I did a bit of home working, and then eventually I was medically retired. So don't do any more. I know, I do that anyway. When I'm talking to my dad, sometimes I sit on the phone doing my makeup. Thank you, Leslie. Yeah, a chocolate. Working there would have been so challenging. It was. And it was eating disorder. I tell you, there is, it's such a big problem. And I think there's so much education. I mean, we worked with people with anorexia as well as people with morbid obesity that had issues around overeating and bulimia and everything. But there's been so much. My opinion, having worked there and been service manager for that length of time, was there's so much focus on obesity and calories and healthy eating, and I worry about the children. I get very worried about what they're being taught at school by people that are not very trained in the subject, because I saw in the 9 years that I was doing it, I saw year on year massive increase in anorexia and people becoming very obsessive about food and calorie counting. And I mean, literally, we had an inpatient unit where people's BMI was 12, you know, and the normal BMI is between 20 and 30. We're talking about people that were really at death's door. And, you know, Jack came home from school once and said to me, "Mum, I don't want butter on my toast anymore." And I said, "Why not?" And he said, "Because I was told at school that butter makes you fat." And I went mad. I went to the school and I said, "Whoever's telling him this, I want to know, because this is what I do for a job and you don't realise what you're doing. You cannot say things like that to a child." And I just said to Jack, any food in moderation is fine. It's when you eat it in excess. And I said to him, "Who told you?" He said, "Oh, I don't know. She worked in the canteen. She's an overweight lady." And I thought, oh, that's why. She's got her own issues with food and she's passing them on, and that's what happens. And I've always tried to not make an issue out of food because I've seen people become so obsessed. And it's actually quite interesting whether you got anorexia or you're the other side of the spectrum. There's quite a similar mindset because both sides are obsessed with food, and one's obsessed with avoiding it and the other's obsessed with eating it. And then you've got the bulimics that are obsessed with eating it and then feel guilty and then throw up. Hello. And then Jack's just appeared in the background covered with... That's an interesting look.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I've just realised. Mind you, I'm not sure that would work. Crossing the road. That's a good idea. Wear your hoodie back to front instead of a face mask.
Oh.
We may have just... You've come onto something there. Wear your hoodie back to front as a face mask. Hey, we need to copyright
New
that
trend,
idea.
New trend. New trend.
We need to copyright it.
New trend.
Has anyone actually thought of that?
No, no one's thought of that.
I'm amazed. Jack, put it here.
I'm just trying to tie it.
That's such a good idea. Jack's hilarious. They're all saying hi to you.
Hi.
Now, I have got some Ali M's beauty material. So I'm going to start making some masks. I'll probably make some today. Keep me occupied. And I will show you the Ali M's
always
beauty
make
masks. I've made some had some material made with Ali M's beauty on it. So I'll make a mask and I will come on and wear it on my next video. And if anyone wants to order one, I'll work out how much to charge. I'm not going to make a profit on it. I just want
Charge £50.
money for the materials and for sending it to you, that's all. But I can't get over that. That is such a good idea.
Get that #1 trending on YouTube.
Exactly. I've not seen anyone think
no
of that
one's
as an
done that.
idea. Wear a hoodie back to front. Brilliant. Right, I better go and sort out my eyes because they're just stinging like mad.
Start
this
the trend.
is stinging.
Hashtag backwards hoodie mask.
It's been lovely chatting to you all. And thank you for joining me in Ali M's abode. What? I was nearly said my happy place, but that's Pamela's little... Pamela always says, welcome to my happy place. I love Pamela. If anyone hasn't seen Pamela on Granny Makeup and Skincare after 65, go and watch her. She's lovely. She always is a lovely smile and says, welcome to my happy place. She's lovely. I love you all. Take care. Have a lovely day. I won't be putting up a photo of the final look because I think it was all right until my eyes started streaming anyway. Take care. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.